This is very... Oh, okay, that was very strong. That was very strong. Oh, it's very powerful and strong. I cannot say. It was... Okay. There is a lot of energy, and it is throbbing. There is this thing that is a common idea and belief here. To stay in your place, to not go too far beyond. God is okay with this. I mean, with me speaking. Because He cannot not be okay with me speaking. The thing is this. If you can have joy and beauty, it's hard to believe that something bad is really going on. Do you understand? It's like levels. Like okay, if you can go to the park and play and have fun and eat pizza and laugh and blow bubbles, and if you can do those things, then the situation must not be too bad. There must be there's still room for things to be. It's not that desperate. But I keep having this image. It's like, yes, the unraveling of the scarf was very strong. I kept seeing that. But I also have the image of like, if you can imagine a large, unknown volcano lava pocket under the earth, and above everybody's acting though it's normal, and even though they're getting little rumbles here and there, they haven't taken into consideration about what's going on underneath. And that it's also, I'm getting lots of different things. It's also like how with a virus, you say, oh, the virus is only over there, I don't have to worry about it over here. That's not how it works. Just because this virus isn't there, then I won't have to worry because I'm so far away. Oh, I'm 500 miles away from the place where the virus is hitting. I don't have to worry about it affecting me. I can continue on normally. It will find a way to spread. And I have at this time, I have these two things that are going on in my head at the same time. I am having the me that is expression as the person who's lived this life here. And I'm like saying, I've lost my mind. I've ever bloody lost my mind. I've lost my mind. I'm gone cuckoo up the wazoos. This can't really be happening. It's just wishful thinking, and I'm dreaming, and it's all making this up. And then there's this other part where it's like it's much more strong. This other part is very strong, very powerful, very clear. And I'm like, anything. Okay, let me rephrase it. Anyone that moves in divinity, aligns with divinity, is of that. If you align with it, you will be fine. When a soul goes back to God, the soul does not explode. Only that which is not divine is realigned. Nothing of light and of God cannot not return to God or be in God's presence. So the argument that, and I'm going to say argument because there are reasonings, that if we go at a slower rate, then war will be okay. It's not true. It is not true. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's only comfortable because it's been allowed to continue for so long. And the longer it's allowed to continue, the worse it's going to get, not better. It can be better. It can all be better. There are two very distinct, I'm not going to say it's the only ones, but there's two very strong options that are before us. One is everything aligned with light, everything going smoothly. The weavers become calm, and not calm, but they become peaceful and light and inspiration, and are so insane. And everything's moving in love and peace and wonder and joy, and they each have their own uniqueness, but it's not in any way detracting from each other. But the other, they say, well, look how far we have come. If you have knit a scarf and the scarf is nearly done, this does not mean that if you pull on the threads, the whole scarf will not unravel. You cannot say, we have come thus far, therefore we do not have anything to worry about. If there is one place where the threads are bare, there is the ability to unravel. It was not created to be this way. It was not a flaw in the makeup and the design of all that exists. This has been a carefully orchestrated plan. No, not plan. It's like a backdoor plan. It is like that thing...
contingency?
Yes, a contingency put in the place by those that had become so dark and wanted to live in these dark and predatory manners. That if it was that they felt that they would be, everything was to be lost, then they could unravel it all and take, if I'm going down, I will take down everything with me. And if anything should survive, it will be so in shambles. It is not a necessary that this has to occur, but it is a possibility if we do not stop putting things off. The thing where they believe that I am so rash and impatient, they do not understand. It is not the person's impatience. It is the impatience of divinity. It is the impatience of the divine spark of the heart of God. Cannot allow this to continue. You do not have to worry or become terrified and think, but what about this and what about that? Do you think that it is that God will allow that to happen? Just breathe first, slowly, and allow your shoulders to relax. You are much more powerful than you realize. You think of yourself as this little person, and you are very powerful and you have so much light. And when the stories are told, you will have quite a part to play in the story. There will be stories, and these stories will be known and shared and translated, like Shakespeare is translated. Yes, do you not think the stories that you have heard of, that you find so interesting, to have lived them, you would not have enjoyed that either. But oh, the stories. You do live drama. It will be fine. It is a good thing that the quaking has occurred. It is moving in the way that needs to be moved. No quaking can come from God that is bad. Then it was necessary to move from there for the benefit of all.